Welcome back to 405 Sports. Today we are talking about playing games. I guess we'll start with probably the hottest topic one, the Minnesota Timberwolves, and what is going on there. Obviously, Rudy Gobert punched Kyle Anderson, or attempted to, and then Kyle pushed him, and then Taurean Prince pushed him, and then Jaden McDaniels hit a wall, and now his hand's broken or fractured or whatever. So they are in last-second shambles. So they will probably lose that game with the Lakers. What do we think about that?
Yeah, I mean, are they gonna bench Kyle Anderson or, tell him to get it together, or what?
I didn't even mention the part of the employee releasing the video of Kyle Anderson saying,
You baby him.
yeah, y'all are nice to him.
You suck up to him.
Right, y'all are nice to him, but to me, y'all tell me to focus. And he said they got to make a decision this summer. Almost sounding like they will already trade him, but they won't.
How
Which
long?
Kyle Anderson's not new to that, or he is new to that team.
Right,
Yeah.
he's within the last year and a half.
How long are their suspensions?
Rudy's a game.
There's a game.
It's just one game?
I don't think Kyle did.
So there's just one game for Rudy?
Yeah,
We'll see if that.
but I wouldn't be surprised if they were just like, we're not playing
just don't
you.
come on this road trip.
Yeah,
That would suck. I mean, I don't blame him, but
Which I guess
except they had
it
the,
would be in Minnesota.
yeah, I was gonna say they had the home game when they lose.
that's true.
But I don't know. Plus, LeBron was good the other night. He had like 36.
Yeah, I think just because of how many weapons the Lakers have, and LeBron helps
yeah.
a lot.
They have the best record after the All-Star break.
Mm.
With LeBron playing like 11 games.
Yeah.
So
And McDaniels is like one of like 6 players in the NBA that has over 1,000 minutes guarded on All Stars. I think that's what it was. So he
he's
obviously,
pretty good.
yeah, he would have been guarding probably LeBron.
Yeah,
So
I think the Lakers are gonna end up
Yeah.
Lakers probably
They
will
should
get
probably
that
win
one.
that game.
Clippers should lost on purpose to play the Lakers.
They thought about it.
I saw it. Yeah.
Ty Lue was like,
Who scored that?
who scored it?
I think the Lakers went 1-2 against Minnesota this year, but I don't know if that's gonna matter. I think the last time they played, AD had 38. So without
With that.
McDaniels and Rudy Gobert, that can turn into 45.
Yeah. And Cat's not a defensive
No, he's
anything.
No,
so
he's a liability.
yeah. I mean, that's the whole reason they got Rudy.
It'll be Ant cooking LeBron.
Yeah, Ant's doing everything, and that's about it. Maybe a little Mike Conley.
He had 25 last game.
85-year-old
He was a loser that high.
Pelicans Thunder. I'm just gonna say I'm happy the Thunder are a 40-win team. I think our Vegas line was like
23 and a half.
yeah, most 23.5, which obviously went down after Chet. I think with Chet it was like 26, 27.5 in that range, and then but a 40-win season for the boys.
That's a pretty good season. When it comes to the playoff game, it's tough for me to say they're gonna win because I think even Martin Daigneault's not even worried about winning this game because he said in interviews like we're not really worried about just this year.
Right.
We're worried about the future and what we can build in the future and not have a playoff game run what we can do.
I mean, I think winning 40 games as young as we are, I think that's really, really good.
Yeah, 100%.
Presti did say he didn't want it to be like a fluke, though. He wanted it to be like, once we make it, we're there.
Yeah, like we're gonna push for it.
Yeah.
I did see that today.
I also think the Pelicans just have too many weapons. Like CJ McCollum's playing, right?
We were
CJ,
CJ,
B.I.
we were 1-3 against the Pelicans.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's tough. And I know Zion's not playing because according to Shams today, he's like not even close to being back. So
With a hamstring injury.
yeah,
Interesting.
that was like 2.5 months ago. That was supposed to be like 6 weeks, if at like most.
PG's almost back.
Yeah, PG should be good by
And
game.
Zion's not.
Who?
And Zion's not.
Yeah.
And
No.
PG's looked 10,000 times worse.
Yeah, no, that is kind of crazy. It's coming to fruition with the Zion stuff where it was like, is he too heavy? Like, does he need to lose some weight? Because when you're coming down like that after doing all that stuff, it might be tough on your legs, and they pretty much said that. It's about right. So, I'm gonna take the Thunder, but that's completely biased, obviously, but
I think B.I.'s going to murder us.
probably.
Yeah, I think if B.I. doesn't, CJ McCollum will.
Shea has killed him. He was the high scorer for us every single time
Yeah.
we played him. 35,
Good
24,
God.
44, 31.
Shot 18 free throws.
44.
I will say 3 points are gonna have to 3-point shots are gonna have to matter. Like Isaiah Joe, if he's gonna pull them, he better hit a couple. Giddy, both the Jalen Williams.
Wiggins needs minutes.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. And I'll say, after Jared Butler's performance yesterday, wouldn't mind a little 5 minutes for the kid. He looked like Baylor, Jared Butler.
He knows how to win them must-win games.
It's true. It's true. As a national champion.
I think if the Pelicans beat us, they're going to the playoffs.
I think that's fair to say. All right, Miami Heat versus Atlanta Hawks. Now, this was the series last year that was played, where Miami won 4-1, and Trae Young was a abysmal 15 points per game with 31% shooting and 18% from three. So he was pretty bad against them last year, and
Miami was 3-1 against them this year.
yeah, I think Miami gets it done myself.
I also think Eric Spoelstra typically
lot.
builds a really good game plan.
Yeah, he's got a lot of experience.
Yeah, and I mean, if Trae Young gets going, to me they would just put Jimmy Butler on him and lock him down.
He was only the high scorer once of those 4 games.
I was like, Atlanta's been like the definition of like middle of the pack
Yeah. And
They-
all season.
they haven't.
they-
from looking at, they haven't stopped Bam once.
Yeah.
And so I
uh,
don't see him just
30,
randomly.
28, 32.
At home, they were 24-17. Away, they were 17-24. Division, they were 8-8. Conference, 26-26.
Yeah, so
I
like I
literally-
don't,
15,
Everything.
15 and 15 in the West.
Yeah,
I don't see him
41-41.
just decide, you know, win 4 or 5 games in a row and do anything about it. So
I think Miami just gets it done. I don't know.
Most likely.
I will say though, I think the DeJounte Murray trade is looking pretty bad.
no, I don't think it's a good trade at all.
But-
At the time, I liked it when they made the trade. I don't like it anymore.
But is it on DeJounte?
I think part of it is, but I don't know if all of it is.
Yeah.
It's Trae Young and DeJounte. And
Yeah, I think Trae Young's just a tough guy
that's
to
about it.
have a backcourt guy to play with.
Yeah. On paper, is a really good fit. It just never worked out on the court.
Yeah, and it helps because you were thinking, hey, DeJounte gets to guard every.
Yeah, he guards the
When you play
ball dominant.
when you
guard.
play Bucks and Celtics, he has Drew Holiday, he has Jaylen Brown, Harden, Donovan Mitchell. Trae Young doesn't have to worry about any of that. That's all DeJounte. But now it's just like we didn't get any better. So guess we're all going Miami there.
Yes.
I think so.
believe so.
All right. And Toronto, Chicago.
Toronto is also 27 and 14, and then 14 and 27, 26 and 26, 15 and 15.
That is weird.
Toronto went 2 and 1 in that one.
And the Bulls have been weird all year. Both of these teams honestly have. If you'd have told me,
I wouldn't
Well.
think they'd be in the play-in.
I don't know. The East is so tough because it's not as good as the West.
No, I really don't think either of those two teams will make the play. I think
Because
both
that
of them
Bulls-
should lose to the Hawks, but
Yeah.
I don't know. So they can get like hot randomly.
Yeah. And the Raptors, the only reason the Raptors could beat the Hawks is just because of their forward and front court play. And that might be tough for Atlanta to stop. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Raptors in this
I
one.
think they win as well. I think Siakam and Van Vliet.
I was just gonna say the exact same thing. Van Vliet, Siakam,
OG.
pretty talented players.
They-
Scotty.
They really have a good team. Like, it's,
Yeah.
They both of them have pretty good
Yeah.
rosters.
yeah.
I love Nick Nurse.
Yeah, he's pretty
Yeah.
I
good.
Yes.
don't love Billy Donovan. Okay, yeah.
This is in
That's a
Toronto.
good one.
This is in Toronto.
Toronto.
Yeah, they're pretty good at home.
In the 6.
Pretty good at home.
Yeah. Drake is
Yeah.
there, probably.
Toronto super fan. He'll be there.
He'll be there.
You think Toronto's got the Hawks?
Yeah, I do.
I
It'll
do
be
too.
in Atlanta, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that matters, but
Yeah, I don't
But
either.
they were all right at home.
they're probably even at home. From 42 at home.
Or no,
Or
wait.
41 41.
24 and 17 at home.
Yeah, I'd probably lean just the Raptors to make it out of there.
Okay, that's fair.
Maybe Atlanta will shock us. Who
I
knows?
mean, realistically, it doesn't matter because they're getting forward by the Bucks, so it's just like
Yeah, that's also true.
they get to say they made the playoffs, but who really cares?
Now I'm like thinking about their Scotty Barnes pick. Like it's not a terrible pick, but at the same time, I don't.
I mean, who do you think they would rather have? In
I think I could think of is Josh Giddey.
Yeah, maybe
Josh
Giddey.
Rollins, maybe, or maybe.
I don't know. I feel like he's too much like OG. You know,
I mean, that was a god awful draft pick.
Davion.
No, 10 was Zaire. Does he even play?
Zaire? He's alright. The Dallas Mavericks here. We've talked about it a little bit, but they officially missed it. The play-in. Didn't even make the play-in. This team was a 6 seed when they had Kyrie. No, they were the 5 seed when they got Kyrie Irving.
Fall from grace.
I mean, like,
Oh my god.
I guess I get losing games because I think Luka was able to get in such a rhythm that Kyrie kind of took that away from him a little bit. But I don't understand why they're investigating the Mavericks. Why are they investigating them
Because they lost on purpose.
if they're not going to win the entire thing?
yeah.
Why would you investigate?
So they made a mockery of the play-in.
It's 38 and 44. Who cares? They didn't make
They wouldn't have had to do it because they wouldn't have been in the playoffs if you didn't invent the play-in tournament.
Oh, that's true, too. I don't know. It's a whole situation that's annoying. Just, I don't know. I don't even hate the Mavericks that much. I actually kind of like
Oh, I
them.
do too.
They bettered their situation because if they'd made the play-in, they would have lost their first-round draft pick
Oh.
to the Knicks.
Oh.
So they kept their first-round draft pick by not making it.
So
now they can stay in the lottery.
But they might get. They're not going to take away a first. They'll never do that. They might lose their second now, though. Because of the,
I mean, if
they
they
would
think they did it, they might take their first.
no, they don't really take first. It's not like the NFL.
Well, how often do they
Like, think about it, because a couple years ago, like when Kyle Lowry was a free agent, the Bulls and the Heat both got in trouble, and they took their
Oh,
second.
but that's like if they think they're tanking to keep their first round pick. I mean, the obviously what we do is take their first round pick. If that's what
that's
they're
true
trying to
too.
tank for.
No, that's true. That's true. I don't know. There's not that many instances.
Because
of it.
they're not gonna care if they take their second round pick.
Yeah,
I mean, they're gonna care, but
a little bit, because Jaden Hardy was their second round pick.
it's gonna be much more of
Yeah.
a deterrent to not do it anymore.
Yeah.
If you lose your first round pick.
Yeah. Who knows what they'll do about it? They probably won't do anything, but
They probably won't. But
I don't know. Shout out Jalen Green. He finally hit more than 21 wins in a year. So
22.
yeah,
Still lost 60 games.
yeah,
So.
just a new record for the kid.
Pistons like to turn it around.
Pistons didn't even win 20 games.
Nope.
They didn't even win 18 games.
Didn't even win 18. Barely won 17.
Yep.
I mean, it was quite the season.
They should have won 18. They should have beat the Thunder, but
That's
J Dub.
okay. That's okay.
I will say, I think our video still has the chance of being correct. They just didn't have Cade.
That's right.
So
They
Get
should
you-
be
they
65 and 17, but without Cade.
get you Cade Cunningham, either Wembanyama, Brandon Miller,
Scoot,
I'd take
Thompson,
Cade,
Scoot.
Wembanyama.
and Ivy,
There you go.
and trade Bougie and get into the first round.
Yeah.
Get you another one.
We'll beef you off the bench.
Jalen Duren's good.
Yeah.
Good.
Jalen
I like
Duren.
Jalen
Sadiq Bey was good.
Yeah. Traded him.
decent on the Hawks.
Yeah, he's on the Hawks.
That's okay.
He could help the Hawks.
The
I'm not doing that.
there's a report that the Trailblazers were going to trade their first round pick if. I don't even think it was an if.
I mean,
I
If they
would-
made the lottery or something like that.
I would love to see Damian Lillard get out of there
I would too.
because he deserves a little better. I get he's choosing to stay, but he deserves a little better.
I think he came out and said it the other day.
Like he's kind of almost on the
He's not
verge.
tired of getting these young
Yeah.
players.
Yeah.
And developing them for 2 to 3 years.
Yeah. I don't know.
And then it not doing anything.
Because even like the CJ trade just was like out of nowhere.
Yeah, that made no.
Yeah, and
that
I
duo-
never really understood
And
that.
they got a lot worse.
Yeah.
that duo right there.
I mean, that was a good duo.
Because
made
they
the
were
playoffs.
like,
consistent.
They're like
CJ
a
hasn't
5,
even-
6 seed every year.
CJ hasn't even accomplished anything because of it either.
No, CJ has gone backwards too. So.
Maybe better than that. 2-3 seed, couple years.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went to the Western Conference Finals. To be fair, they played the Warriors, so that was tough. But like,
They still made it.
still made it. So I don't know. Yusuf Nurkic is on a huge decline. So that
They're-
dude's
They're in Cancun right now.
Yep.
sure are.
Right, Stand Roger.
Hell, they left for there 2 weeks ago.
He's in a dark room.
All right. Well, that's about it for the playing games. We'll have a full-on video for when we have the playoffs set, and we'll give all the predictions there, and we'll just keep y'all up to date on the playoffs. And thank you for watching the video.